Welcome back to Topher's Garage, everyone. So we got the Jeep in here today, and we're going to be installing a drop-down tailgate. So hinges from a CJ and cables from a CJ. So we're going to go from a swing-out tailgate to a drop-down. So let's dive into it. Alright, so here's what we're working with today. We've got the hinges from a CJ and the cables from a CJ. We're going to use, I'm going to be using riv nuts to attach it to the body and the tailgate. So the first thing we got to do is remove the hinges. So we're actually going to leave this bottom hinge, or we're going to take this bottom hinge off, and we're going to leave this top hinge attached just to keep everything square. And we're going to work with the tailgate closed. We're going to mark our locations for hinges down here, and then we're going to drill and insert the riv nuts and then attach the hinges to the bottom. And then we'll be able to drop down the tailgate and attach the cables inside the tub. So let's get to taking these hinges off. So I did actually already, I've been spraying these as PB Blaster, and I broke them loose with a breaker bar. These ones are a little bit more stubborn. I haven't had any luck getting them out, but for now I'm just going to swing the hinge out of the way, and I'll either drill those out later or do something else. But for now we'll go ahead and get these undone. So yeah, my plan was to use riv nuts to install this drop-down tailgate. But as you'll see, this doesn't go according to plan. It doesn't work out. The riv nuts just aren't the best solution here. But I did want to include this footage just to show that when you're working on projects, on cars especially, sometimes things don't go according to plan. You just gotta find a new path forward and go with that. Alright, so we got the hinges installed, and technically it does drop down and works, but that being said, I'm not super pleased with it. Because the riv nuts sit proud of the surface, it doesn't allow the full amount of the hinge to be flush up against the body panels, which is kind of making it a little flimsy, so I'm not super pleased with it. So what I've done is I've ordered some 3-inch wide by 3/16 of an inch thick aluminum flat bar. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one up here and then one down here all the way across, and hopefully that will stiffen it up a little bit. So I'm going to have to undo what I've done so far. I'm probably going to drill out those riv nuts that I installed and bolt the flat bar to the tailgate, as opposed to just bolting the hinges to it. So we'll undo what we've done and then redo it with the flat bar. Alright, here's the 2 pieces of aluminum we're going to use. So we'll get them, the top one lined up, bolted into, or what we'll do is we'll mark holes to drill first, and then we'll drill the top one, and then we'll get the bottom one drilled. So we'll get into that. So as I'm working on this, it's worth noting, on the passenger side, I was able to reuse the mounts for the tailgate hinges that are on the tailgate. So those are 5/16 by 18 threads. On the driver's side, I did drill all the way through the tailgate into the inside. And that way I can access a bolt or a nut from the inside. So that's how I mounted it on the driver's side. Alright, so we got this bottom piece mounted up, and over here we got the bottom one, the holes marked for the hinges. So we'll get these drilled out and then get it bolted up here. And then we'll find our drilling spots for our rivets and get that riveted in. And then it'll be onto the hinges. Alright, so we got the bottom piece all drilled up. We got the 2 holes for the hinge, and then we got 8 holes across for rivets to go in. So we'll swing the tailgate open, get this bolted to the hinge, line it up with the bottom of the tub, drill our holes for our rivets, and then go ahead and rivet it to the body. So we'll do that now. To rivet the aluminum flat bar to the tub, I ended up using 3/16" rivets, stainless steel, and they were a bear to pop off once you got them riveted. So I would just keep that in mind if you're planning on doing this project. So we got our brackets that I made up the other day. So I made these brackets out of just 1" flat bar that I just welded together in kind of a U shape with some flanges. You can buy these online, or you could use some kind of different bracket for this. And then some self-tapping screws and this little tab. And what we're gonna do is, so I've already got 1 cable mounted right there. We kind of got our tailgate where we want it. So I'm gonna attach this end right here just to hold it up, and then I'll do the other side. So let's get into that. Alright, so there it is, folks. Got the tailgate all installed. Really happy with it. Got our bolt over here, our brackets up there, holding it to the tub. We got our other bracket there. Seems to work pretty well. I'm pretty pleased with that. And I will show you it can hold my weight. So there it is. Drop down tailgate is done. I'm super happy with how it turned out. Has no problem at all taking my weight. So yeah, really pleased. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.